Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day. I am Claire Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. Over the years, I have shared different modalities in health and wellness, things that I've experimented with, but I'm happy to introduce today someone who's actually certified in one of these amazing modalities, EFT, among other things. Welcome. This is Tasi Petticord.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Well, thank you for having me.
So this is exciting. I did not realize that we had anyone locally who was a certified EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, tapping practitioner.
Yes.
So can you share, first of all, what exactly with our audience what that is?
Sure. So EFT is a combination of talk therapy and tapping on acupressure meridians. What drew me to EFT was like I said, the combination of utilizing talk therapy and consciously listening to your body and creating that sense of safety within. Somatic safety was a huge thing for me and still is. And I did not realize how important it was until COVID.
Yeah.
You know, we had time to rest.
Right.
Everything stopped. And we had time to, or I had time to sit with myself and decide whether I wanted to continue basically living in survival mode and living in fight or flight, or do I want to truly live instead of just exist?
And so many people we don't realize it.
We
A lot of
don't.
times we are operating on not even this, we rarely go to the parasympathetic nervous system. We're always in fight or flight or freeze.
We are, and it's taking that time to really trust yourself and trust that your body is telling you things.
Yes.
And being aware of what your body is telling you. And so when I found a couple of different modalities, it actually kind of started with yoga and working through.
You're a yoga instructor, correct?
I teach aerial yoga, or I taught aerial yoga with Pray, with Phoenix Rising Aerial Yoga. But the journey actually started with Ashtanga and practicing your Ujjayi breath.
Right.
And really thinking about your breathing and slowing your breath and just slowing down in general.
Right.
So I found a couple of different, like I said, a couple of different things, whether it was yoga, and then EFT came up because it was a way to combine talking about what you were truly feeling, putting your SUD scale together, your subjective units of distress. So that uncomfortable feeling or that tightness in your chest on a scale of 1 to 10, what does it feel like? Is it a 6? Is it a 7? You know, and so sitting with that.
Sometimes people don't make that connection. That when
They
we have
don't.
a physical pain or we're feeling something, that there is a root to it and it's not necessarily physical. Mostly it is energetic and emotional.
Absolutely. And that was where talking about the situation and then listening to your body and where it was in your body and making that connection and rating that connection.
Right.
And then also fully accepting that it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah.
And you're still worthy of love and you're still deserving in every situation, just existing as a person, regardless of how you were feeling at the time. And it's loving and accepting yourself and saying that it's okay to feel frustrated, or I don't like the way that this feels today. That's totally okay. But am I open to seeing it a different way?
Right.
And that's the paradigm shift is, am I open to seeing this differently? Or am I open to sharing this experience differently? And how can I reframe that potentially distressing situation and taking it and turning it around and making that paradigm shift energetically? And then asking yourself again, how do I feel after that? You know, has my SUDS level gone down to a 2? Has it actually elevated because I'm starting to bring it up? And you know, the trauma is still kind of,
Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better.
it does, you know, and you know, that SUDS level may have started at a 4, but now that you're fully acknowledging what's going on, it may go up to a 7.
Right.
And you may need a few more rounds of those phrases that you're working together and pushing through.
Thank you for joining me today. Thank you.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.